This is the Ghosting Gambit.
Episode 3 of Modern Love, Messy Truths, a modern dating anthology. A Nightjar Story Vault production, written by Nightjar. In this episode, we're diving headfirst into one of the strangest and most frustrating rituals of modern dating, ghosting.
You know the drill.
1 minute you're swapping pizza topping preferences and playlist links.
The next,
Poof! They are gone, like a magician pulling a vanishing act with your self-esteem. What happens when everything seems to click, until it doesn't?
this is the story of that moment.
The slow fade, the silence, and the confusion that follows. But hey, let's explore it with some humor, a little suspense, and just enough self-awareness to keep it from turning into a full-blown therapy session. You're listening to The Ghosting Gambit, written by Nightjar, a production of a Nightjar Story Vault.
All right, picture yourself here.
Scene 1. The spark before the silence.
Laura wasn't looking for love.
Not that night, anyway.
It was a random Wednesday.
She was tired, mildly overcaffeinated, and halfway through a pint of ice cream when she opened the app. Part boredom, part curiosity, part maybe someone will restore my faith in humanity before Friday. Then came James.
He had that perfect mix of laid-back charm and carefree golden retriever energy. His profile read, dog lover, coffee addict, always down for spontaneous adventures.
If you can make me laugh, you're halfway to my heart.
Laura smiled. Swipe right. Match. Instant. Conversation? Surprisingly delightful.
James, hey.
I saw you're into hiking.
Ever done the Sunset Trail in the mountains? It's one of my favorites. It wasn't just another generic greeting, it was thoughtful, specific. Laura felt a little flutter in her stomach, like the start of something good. She replied quickly, not wanting to overthink it. Laura, I have. But I mostly spent it trying not to faceplant over rocks. Still, 10/10 view, would risk ankles again. That cracked him up.
James, haha, practice.
You just need the right playlist and the right attitude. It's all about pretending you're in a movie montage, you know. She laughed, picturing him hiking with a cool soundtrack. He was funny, but it was more than that. The way he spoke, easygoing yet confident, just felt right. Laura, I need your playlist. I'm definitely not cut out for movie montages yet. James, I'll send it your way. I have a whole mix that's perfect for hiking, or just for pretending you're the main character in your own life. The conversation flowed easily, childhood stories turned into guilt-to-pleasure playlists. They even discovered they both had a deep, unapologetic love for cheesy 80s movies and could quote entire scenes from The Princess Bride without missing a beat. That kind of connection, new but familiar, sparked something in Laura.
Maybe this wasn't just another fleeting chat.
She could already picture them hiking, laughing at their failed attempts to look graceful on the trail, sharing a coffee afterward. Soon, they dove into playful debates about books, alternate movie endings, and whether pineapple belongs on pizza. They agreed it might be a culinary war crime, but they respected freedom of topping. The chemistry was undeniable. Laura hadn't laughed like that in a long time. Before they said goodnight, James even promised to send her his hiking playlist, equal parts indie acoustic and early 2000s nostalgia.
Swoon.
Scene 2, the first date? Or maybe not. Saturday came, sunny and full of potential. Laura had picked the coffee shop herself, a cozy little place with big windows and warm, inviting light. It had become her favorite hideaway spot, where the world outside felt like it could just melt away. Laura was running just a little late, thanks to her dog who insisted on sniffing every tree in a 5-block radius. But she was excited, hopeful, even.
Maybe it was the sun.
Maybe it was the promise of what, or who, was waiting.
She walked into the coffee shop, heart doing that little nervous tap dance. No James yet. No big deal. She grabbed her iced latte and picked a seat by the window. 10 minutes passed.
Then 15. Then 20.
Still no James. No text. No smoke signal.
Nothing. At first, she made excuses for him. Maybe traffic.
Maybe parking.
Maybe he was being held hostage by a particularly long podcast episode. But after 30 minutes, her latte was sweating more than she was. Eventually, she got up, walked out, and told herself maybe something came up. Maybe he'd text. Spoiler alert, he did not. Scene 3, the slow fade. The next morning, Laura woke up, still clinging to optimism like it was a deflating balloon.
She sent him a quick message. Hey James.
Just checking in, were you on your way yesterday?
No response.
She waited a few hours, then followed up.
Hope everything's okay.
Let me know if you want to reschedule.
Still nothing. She checked the app. No activity. No read receipt. Just the void. She hadn't been stood up. She had been ghosted. And not the cool, Halloween kind. The now I question my entire vibe kind.
Scene 4, the Overthinking Spiral. By Sunday evening, Laura was bouncing between two states. Maybe something happened and I should delete every app and raise goats in the countryside. She kept replaying the conversations in her head. Did she come on too strong? Was she too funny? Not funny enough?
Did the pineapple on pizza debate go too far? But the silence stayed loud. No explanation. No closure.
Just endless refreshes of an empty chat bubble.
And the thing about ghosting? It's not just the rejection. It's the non-rejection. The complete absence of acknowledgement. It leaves your brain spinning in loops.
Scene 5. What is ghosting, anyway?
So what does ghosting mean?
Let's get one thing straight.
It doesn't mean you're unworthy. It doesn't mean you messed up.
And no, it doesn't mean your dog should have sniffed fewer trees. Sometimes, people ghost because they are overwhelmed.
Or flaky. Or emotionally constipated. Maybe they got scared of connection. Maybe their ex came back. Maybe they joined a cult.
You'll never know, and that's the worst part.
But you don't need to solve the mystery. The only thing that matters is this. Ghosting says more about them than it ever will about you.
Scene 6. Moving on, without the ghost.
Laura eventually stopped staring at her phone.
She didn't get the closure she wanted, but she got something better. Clarity.
Not every story ends with a kiss in the rain.
Sometimes, the plot twist is that they just don't show up. But that doesn't mean the next story won't be better.
So Laura swiped again. Laughed again. Kept showing up for herself, even when others didn't. Because one disappearing act doesn't get to cancel the whole magic show. Moving forward. Ghosting is confusing. It's frustrating. Sometimes it makes you want to throw your phone into a lake. But here's the thing. The right person won't ghost you. They'll text back. They'll show up. They'll bring coffee. So don't stop hoping. Don't stop laughing. Because somewhere out there, among the pizza debates, hiking playlists, and awkward first dates, is someone who won't disappear. And that's worth sticking around for. This story was written by Iona Nightjar and brought to you by a Nightjar Story Vault. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story. Got your own ghosting tales or thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching. Keep your heart open, your phone handy, and I'll see you in the next episode.